Yeah, so for pretty much the history of computing, we've been using the rectangular box of a screen display. Whether it's monitors, laptops, tablets, or phones, XR has the power to extend beyond those boundaries.
I think now is the perfect time to work on XR because you have a convergence of all these technologies, and Gemini is key to powering Android XR.
First Android platform built entirely for the Gemini era, for both headsets and glasses. With advances in AI and an amazing ecosystem of device and developer partners, we believe the time for XR is now.
We are at a crossroad where the newest cutting-edge XR technology meets multimodal AI, which understand what you see and what you say. So you can just talk to your device as if you are talking to someone in the physical world. This is the next generation UI of XR.
We've been building Android XR hand in hand with Samsung, working on both software and hardware together.
Imagine being immersed in a world that understands you and responds to your every interaction, whether through your hands, eyes, or voice. The time is now.
Let's stop pretending this is just another gadget drop. Google didn't just randomly decide now was the time to talk about extended reality. They waited, patiently, strategically, because for the first time, they have the secret weapon they were missing all along, a powerful AI brain called Gemini. And with it, they're not launching a product. They're quietly launching a platform shift, one that could make screens as obsolete as flip phones. Scared? You should be, but you should also be excited because we are standing on the edge of something massive. Remember when smartphones felt like magic? Tap, swipe, zoom. Well, that magic's worn off. We're screen saturated. So what's next? According to Google, screens aren't the future. The absence of screens is. They're pitching something radical, a world where computing leaves your pocket and enters your physical space. Not just on your face, but part of your environment. And the only thing making that leap possible is Gemini. Just imagine, instead of poking a screen, you just look, speak, gesture, and the AI understands. You don't control it, it flows with you. Sounds magical, right? Or maybe a little unsettling? I mean, if my glasses start talking back to me in the cereal aisle, we might need a safe word.
They're a great entry point for Android XR, and if you build for headsets, you'll be laying the foundation for other form factors that follow later. That will include glasses for Android XR. These will be designed for all-day wear. They're a natural form factor for AI, providing real-time helpful information when you need it. If you build for Android, you're already building for Android XR.
And with Google's groundbreaking multimodal AI that understands context, we completely transform the meaning of natural interaction. I'm very excited to present the first device designed for Android XR. Codename Project Muhan. Muhan means infinity in Korean because XR will deliver unparalleled immersive experiences in a truly infinite space.
We're thrilled to show you live what it's like to experience Android XR and some of the capabilities of the platform. Hey Gemini, can you show me VR 180 videos of this place?
Sure, I can help with that.
We're incredibly excited for Gemini on Android XR that will power a new type of conversational multimodal experience.
Designed by Filippo Brunelleschi, it's one of the largest brick domes ever constructed and a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture.
Okay, this is amazing. I definitely have to visit here, but I want to find some restaurants nearby.
I'm sure we could find a place in New York. Maybe we could take the team here tonight if you're feeling seafood.
Hey Gemini, can you take me to this restaurant?
Sure, I can take you to the Clam in New York.
Here's where it gets real. Google isn't just building XR as a tool. They're crafting it as an environment. One that sees what you see, hears what you hear, and responds constantly. That's not just smart, that's omnipresent. But here's the kicker. Nobody asked for that level of intimacy. Google's betting that if it feels seamless enough, we'll forget to worry about the privacy we're trading for convenience. Big gamble. Because passive interfaces don't just need trust, they demand it. And if Gemini can't prove it's more than just another data-hungry algorithm, people won't just hesitate, they'll walk away. But what if it does work? What if it becomes so effortless, so helpful, that we stop noticing it entirely? Here's a blast from the past. Remember Google Glass? Yeah, awkward-looking, overpriced, and way ahead of its time. But guess what? That failure was actually Google's first draft. And now, a decade later, they've brought back every piece of that ecosystem. Lens, AR Core, Live View. This time, powered by a brain that finally gets context. It's not just AI that answers questions, it's AI that anticipates them. Watching a baseball game? Gemini might explain the play before you even ask. That's not assistive tech. That's predictive computing. And whether that's awesome or terrifying, well, that depends on how much you trust Google to filter your reality. Let's be honest. If this thing starts correcting my jokes mid-sentence, we're gonna have beef.
Excited to launch the developer preview of the Android XR SDK. You'll have endless opportunities to create and develop for this computing platform, using familiar tools and open standards created for XR. For Android developers, we're extending the tools and frameworks like Android Studio and our Jetpack libraries to XR. And for Unity developers, we'll support Unity's editor and popular XR packages. You'll be able to share your apps the same way you always have as we open the Play Store to XR. Now, you're probably wondering, how does this all work with existing apps and games? They'll be available on Android XR out of the box, and your existing compatible apps can work without any additional effort. Our APIs, tools, and guidance for building for XR are available today.
I'm thrilled to introduce YouTube on Android XR. We've redesigned our app from the ground up with immersive video formats, spatial audio, and a vast content library. XR opens up new ways to watch. YouTube leverages Android XR's unique capabilities to deliver an unparalleled immersive viewing experience. Users can enjoy both 2D and spatial content with support for pass-through and immersive environments. We're breaking content outside the rectangle and into the world around you.
We believe Android XR with Unity will drive a new era of XR adoption and experiences. Starting today, you'll have access to the public experimental version of Android XR to start building your apps and games in the Unity engine. We're taking our mixed reality tools and capabilities to the next level with Unity 6.
Here's a design twist that most people missed. Google doesn't want XR to be flashy. They want it to be invisible. While Apple put the Vision Pro on a pedestal, literally and metaphorically, Google's doing the opposite. They want you to forget you're wearing it. Why? Because invisible tech integrates easier. Once it blends into your routine, it becomes harder to reject. Even the pitch that these glasses can help you feel like a local is more than marketing. It's algorithmic empathy. Your AI won't just translate. It will read emotions, decode culture, and adapt in real time. At least that's the dream. But dreams this ambitious often come with strings attached. And those strings, they look a lot like surveillance. So what happens when tech designed to disappear starts watching everything you do?
I'm constantly in search of new technologies and new ways to entertain, inspire, and to tell stories, to create groundbreaking experiences for people. That's why I'm thrilled to announce our most exciting project to date, Asteroid. It's an immersive, interactive film app that's launching on Android XR.
As very early advocates for XR and the transition from 2D screens to spatial computing, we understand the unique challenges in building for these devices. We are thrilled that Spaces developers will now be able to seamlessly transition their apps to Android XR while continuing to support existing Snapdragon Spaces devices. We look forward to working with Google to extend Android XR platform to more OEM partners, leaders like Lynx, Sony, and Xreal, all powered by Snapdragon, to achieve scale and reach its full potential.
Visceral incarnation of any 3D space or spatial environment you can think of.
I can't wait to spatialize old videos. It'll feel like you're right in your memories again.
And then we think about glasses as all-day products that you use to get value throughout your day.
Our technology really enables us to shrink down the displays that go into the glasses.
We'll see more of these highly portable devices that will more and more look like the ones I'm wearing right now.
Now let's talk about what Google isn't shouting from the rooftops. Samsung. They're not just a partner, they're the bridge. Because if you want XR to scale globally, you need hardware muscle. This isn't just innovation, it's infrastructure. We're talking sensors, chipsets, and machine learning all syncing across devices. Phones, glasses, maybe even cars. Google calls it a cross-functional ecosystem. Translation, controlled collaboration, because while Android XR might be open source on the surface, the brain behind it, Gemini, remains locked behind Google's walls. It's a friendly-looking walled garden, but a walled garden nonetheless.
We've learned that we can build the best platforms with an ecosystem of developers, designers, and device makers.
A lot of deep collaboration happens for us to bring the best solution to the ecosystem, to the platform, and to the users.
Alone, you can go fast, but together you can go far.
So let's strip the buzzwords. This wasn't an announcement about new glasses. This was Google revealing their true goal. Redefining how we interact with computers altogether. Spatial computing plus Gemini equals a platform that doesn't just respond to commands, it guides behavior, interprets emotion, mediates your day, and it's doing all of that quietly. No stage, no fireworks, just a subtle rollout of a system that could, if we let it, turn your next pair of glasses into the most powerful, most invisible computer you'll ever own.
Redefine the rules of engagement for computing itself. By combining spatial interfaces with Gemini, Google is trying to control the platform that mediates your entire day. From translation to memory, from navigation to behavior. What makes it unexpected is how quietly they dropped it. No flashy stage, no bombastic demos. Just a low-key rollout of something that, if it works, could turn your next pair of glasses into the most powerful and invisible computer you own.
The real question isn't what it can do, it's what we're letting it do. So, are we heading toward a future of effortless magic or beautifully designed surveillance? Let us know in the comments. If this breakdown helped you see the bigger picture, give it a like, share it with someone curious about the future, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got more deep dives coming that you won't want to miss.